Hi everyone, this is Queenie Clem with Queenie's Book Talk and Reviews, and I am your literary ambassador. And today, y'all, I just got finished reading a book called The Journey, a collection of poetry by Tracy Lee. Beautiful cover, beautiful cover, beautiful cover. And like I said, it's a collection of poems, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Some poems made me mad, some made me smile, some I just didn't understand, but that's okay. Um, so that's a good read. Um, Make you think. I interviewed Tracy last week, and we had a good interview, and that will be coming out if it's not already out by the time this video drops. But it says on the back, the journey is a small collection of poetry put together to inspire. We as humans have made life more complicated than it has to be. Embracing the beauty of life, cherishing the simple things, helping each other in times of need, and most of all, finding our own purpose are the things that we should focus on. Instead, we often find ourselves entangled in the complexity of the world. The journey should bring our focus back to the most important thing, humanity. And that is absolutely correct. As y'all can see, I notated it very heavily. So I'm going to read some snippets from this book of poetry, and I hope Tracy don't mind. But the introduction, it says, the intent of this book is to help those who are suffering in silence from depression, anxiety, or maybe even thoughts of suicide. Now I know right now in society, some people are going through depression, some people are going through anxiety, and thoughts of suicide. Now some people in the last couple of weeks have committed suicide. Um, some people are very well known, some people, not very well known, but if you're suffering from any of these things, ask for help. You have a mouthpiece. Ask. If you're going through something and you ain't got nobody to talk to, you can always reach out to Queenie. I'm just a phone call, text, inbox away. Please don't hesitate. If you want to talk, I have a listening ear. Okay, and it says, hopefully during the reading of my poetry, you'll realize that you are not alone. And you are not. When I read this book, I felt like Tracy understood what some of the things that I have went through or are going through. These conditions are more common than you think, which is so true, but often not talked about. And that's true. That's true. Um, we don't want to talk about depression. We don't want to talk about anxiety. We won't talk about mental health. We don't want to do that. We just push it under the rug, or we'll go to God and we'll pray, or we won't go to therapy. That's one thing we will not do. And it's okay. It's okay to go to therapy. Just make sure when you do reach out for help and get therapy, make sure it's someone that you can relate to. Normally, when I look for a doctor, lawyer, I always try to find someone who is first and foremost a Christian. That's one of the factors word of mouth. Man, you in therapy? Yeah, man, I'm in therapy. Who is your therapist? Do you recommend that I go to them? I don't know what's wrong with my camera, but I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's move on. I was inspired to begin my writing journey to prove to others that there is hope and there is light at the end of the tunnel, no matter how dark the tunnel may seem. We can get through it together. We can get through it together. And like I said, when I was reading this collection of poems, I felt like I had a friend in Tracy because you're right. I was like, we was right there. We was ex boom coons or however you want to say it, or I see you, you see me, that type of thing. I knew that it was like reading the poems. I felt like Tracy understood there is somebody out there. You are not going through these things alone. You can get help, that sort of thing. So with that being said, let's move on. The first poem is called The Journey. And when I say that poem, I'm not gonna read because y'all need to buy the book. Y'all need to buy the book. But that poem, The Journey, took it all the way back. I mean, when I say it took it all the way back, it took it all the way back. And I'm reading. Okay, I read it. Let me see what I want to read. I guess I'll read the first stanza of The Journey. My father sent me on a journey very far away. He told me he would take some time. He told me it would take some time, but I would return someday. He said there were things that must be done and only I could do. In lack of faith, I turned and said, I'll never make it through. Y'all, I'm telling you, get this book. It will minister to your soul. Okay, let me go to the next one. Our prayer. I'm reading the last stanza of this one. Let us not be selfish. Let us thank and praise, because with this beautiful angel, God gave us many days. Telling y'all, hunty. One called Misunderstood. Let us try to be understanding. Let us try to lend a hand. A simple smile or even a hug could uplift our fellow man. And at this time, that is very well needed. A smile, a simple smile, can go along with. You ain't got to say, hey, bye, how to do the whatever. You can just smile or nod your head to let them know you acknowledge them, or just, well, we can't give people hugs right now because we're in a pandemic, but you know what I'm saying, okay? Oh, here is another stanza from Misunderstood. Sometimes we assign titles. We can be quick to call out names, not fully realizing the extent of someone's pain. You don't have to call me a name. Just call me who I am. I'm Queenie. I'm a woman. Call me. Respect me. You don't have to call somebody a name, you know. Another poem, Tomorrow Never Came. Tomorrow never came. And the last stanza I'm reading that is, tomorrow is a word that so many like to say, but tomorrow will come if it doesn't start today. Powerful, 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 powerful. Powerful. That's all I got to say. One called Ray. Ray. It says, my first love that was oh so small grew up oh so tall. He then became my rock, my strength. He'll catch me when I fall. It's funny how the tables turn when you love unconditionally For that same love I gave my son, he now gives back to me. That was touching. That was touching. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. But this book took me about an hour and a half to read. Just I think 40 something pages. Nope, take it back. 60 pages. Now I'm gonna read you one. I hope Tracy don't mind. Reach out. In this crazy world we live in, sometimes life gets so tough. Sometimes things can get so difficult, and our past just seems so rough. Times may come when we feel we cannot go another day, but believe me when I tell you, reach out to God. He'll make a way. There might be mornings you wake, but cannot rise to start your day because the weight of the world is on you. It just won't go away. During these times when you need to know that you're really not alone, take the time to just reach out. Someone will help you to be strong. Sometimes you might get so down, feel you no longer want to be around. Listen, dear, hear what I say. Give life at least one more day. Before making the final choice to let go, reach out and let somebody know. The pain you feel, I know, is real, but someone else can help you heal. And that is so, so important. If ever you're feeling you're ready to give up, throw in the towel, it's okay. We all been there, but don't do it. Reach out to somebody that you can entrust. Like I said, you can come to me. It's no problem. I will close my mouth and open my ears. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So whenever you're feeling down and you don't know where to turn, get on your knees and pray. Call out to God. That's all you got to do. Call out to God. Call out to God. But if you need someone to talk to, Queenie is always there through phone, text, email, or inbox. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. I met a man named Fear. I'm going to read the last 2 stanzas. I noticed long as I stay down and do not try to grow, my dear friend Fear was not around. He don't know. He didn't make a show. I realized Fear held me back from being the best me. Had to let him go on his way. Then I will be set free. So having fear, having doubt, get it out. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I met a man named Fear. That's the name of that poem. And the devil, I see you. Yep, devil, I see you, but you ain't gonna steal my joy. Devil, I see you hiding out. You're in and out and all about. Just go away. I know your route. I'm not afraid to call you out. That's the end of Devil, I See You. Devil, I see you. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. If you buy this book, please, when you get to page 49, which is Our Responsibility, if anybody want to discuss that particular poem, we can. When you get the book, get the book, get the book, get the book. The Whole World in His Hands. That is a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Be grateful. Be grateful. That's all I got to say is be grateful. And I read the last stanza of Be Grateful. Father, I beg, please forgive me. I've been selfish, you see. I'm dwelling on just what I lack, not what you have given me. I'm telling y'all need to get this book. And then she writes a letter to her children. And it is the bomb. I really enjoyed this book, y'all. Y'all need to get this book. I love poetry. I just had a poetry slam. Loved it. Tracy didn't get to perform because other things were going on in her life. But I think I'm going to have another one at the end of August. So we'll see if Tracy will be able to recite one of her poems for us. All right. And again, I just did an interview with Tracy, so you can always go look at that video. Thank you again. This is called The Journey by Tracy Lee. She is on Facebook, and this book is on Amazon. Go out and get it. And when you get it, read it and let me know what you think. Come back to the comments. Let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you not? And I gave this book a 5-star. All right. Well, that is The Journey, Tracy Lee. I'm Queenie Clem with Queenie's Book Talk and Reviews. Happy reading. Bye, y'all.